Welcome to the GCN show.
Welcome to the GCN show.
From Mexico, welcome to the GCN show.
Welcome to the first GCN show of 2016.
Yes, this week we are Should Cyclists Move Over for Cars?
Buongiorno. Possible to get through? Don't know how Contour's going to cope with this.
Plus, we celebrate the start of a brand new road race season.
Tech of the week this week is part Jedi and part art. Plus, we've got all of our usuals like bodge, tweet, and caption of the week. And also, it's a birthday show. Yeah. Happy birthday, Matt!
Is that a log?
We got you a chocolate log.
That's cruel. You got a log for him.
You got me a log?
Yeah. Just watch out you don't try and ride over it.
They did actually get me, literally, a cake that's a log. I don't know what to say.
Just I hope you don't get flashbacks.
Next time you get... Whoa! Caption competition now, and if you're anything like us, you might be struggling to remember the last picture because it was now 2 weeks ago. But since we've got a script, yes, we have got a script, we can see that it was Rafael Majka on the ground doing some kind of yoga pose.
And the winner was Thomas Van Meurs, who says, I thought this was the Tinkoff training camp, not Skydive Dubai.
Very good.
That is good, actually.
Pretty good.
Send us a message on Facebook and we shall get some GCN swag off to you. Now, this week's photo is this one, very recently, of Sean Kelly riding near his home, underwater, pretty much.
What a legend.
I'll start you off. At least I've got overshoes on.
Boom. If you think you can do better than
Which
Matt,
you probably will.
That sums it up, yeah, boom.
Then let us know by giving your captions in the comment section down below. I did actually quite like that.
He stayed upright as well.
Yeah.
Did he? He rode it
Yeah,
out.
apparently it's quite hard riding through 3 foot of water.
There was plenty of cyclo-cross action that took place over the holiday period, but we shall focus on the only World Cup, where Mathieu van der Poel, the current world champion, laid down an ominous show of strength in the men's race on the Zolder course, upon which he will try to defend his world championship title in just a few weeks' time. Now, he falls clear late on in the race with Kevin Powles and Lars van der Haar, although the latter did suffer a puncture, but did cling on for third place. Clinging on to the overall ranking, as it stands at the moment, is Wout van Aert, despite quite a bad day for him at least. He finished in 8th place.
Belgian champion Sagan took over the lead of the Women's World Cup after attacking on the climb deep into the last lap of the race, dispatching the American rider Katie Compton, with Ellen Van Looy rounding out the podium in 3rd. There hasn't been all that much in the way of new tech over the holidays, but I think we need to give a little shout out to the Above Category Bike Shop, which is in Sausalito in California, for their 12 days of incredible builds in the lead up to Christmas. So they deal in some pretty amazing bikes, but this one, this Zio Ziegler custom painted Baum that they released on Christmas Day is just incredible.
I do like that.
It looks like it's actually wrapped up in Christmas paper.
Let's just take a moment. That is just, yeah, that's amazing.
There's a lot going on in that on that frame, isn't there? But although not technically tech, you need to check out this video. Now, Team Movistar posted a video on YouTube the other week of one of their team mechanics rigging up one of the Canyon team bikes with Campagnolo EPS, but with a twist. The mechanic was blindfolded. Impressive stuff.
There was a bit of a theme going on that training camp. Wasn't there another picture with them all blindfolded, the riders? There needs to be a blindfold theme.
I'm not entirely sure this is a good idea, Matt.
Can you see?
No.
Good. Should bikes move over for cars? It's an argument that's rolled on and on and on. But now in Sonoma County, California, one of the premium places to ride your bike in the USA, it's actually become law.
Yeah, we should clarify exactly what this means. So now, if you're riding your bike over there, you are required by law to move over at the next safe place if you've got 5 cars or other vehicles waiting behind you. So what do you guys think? I'd love to hear your thoughts.
Yeah, when I first read about this actually on Road CC, initially I thought it was something of a backward step for cycling. But then there's a quote on there from a chap called Gary Helfrich, who is the chief executive of the Sonoma County Bicycle Coalition. And he points out that sharing the road needs to go both ways. And indeed, in Sonoma County, there is legislation that means that car drivers need to respect bicycles as well. So actually, it got me thinking, maybe the cycling lobby has become so skewed that we're actually losing the art of compromise and truly being able to share the road.
Yeah, I think as long as drivers don't see this bit of legislation as entitlement to force riders off the road and maybe into a ditch, then I think it's definitely a good thing. And I think all riders anyway should definitely yield to cars, especially on narrow roads. I know I always do, and I always have done, to be honest with you. I actually think it's courteous for the car behind and safer for me.
Yeah.
Well, we would love to hear your thoughts on this. As ever, you can leave your comments in the section just down below. It's time now for hack / bodge of the week. Right, we should start with Robert Williams, who sends in this picture.
Ooh, look at that.
So this is his Christmas present from his granddad, a reupholstered leather Celitalia saddle, and he's even put his initials on it for him. I like that.
That is very cool.
I
That's
quite
a
like
definite
that.
hack. Okay, this one from Tyler Medaglia really stood out for me. He says, and I'll read it in its entirety, this is my hack. A couple of years ago, the day before a time trial, I was bored in the garage and cut up some old motocross handlebars, exhaust pipe and knee brace pads to fabricate these aero bars. They worked, but I probably would have gone even faster without them if I'd gone to bed instead of welding and drinking beer until 1 a.m. So a lesson for all hackers and bodgers, but they look good.
They do look really good.
Next up is this big question: is it a bodge? Is it a hack? But it's from Zheng.
Bodge.
Zheng says, wishing to get an electronic shifter, so I built one. It's like a low-budget Back to the Future.
That is incredibly
Look at all
impressive.
that kit in the back.
But I just wonder whether actually the size of that saddlebag and the amount of stuff going on there means that it is more of a bodge, because maybe it's, is it an improvement over a mechanical group set?
It's made his own
Certainly
electronic
creative.
group
Well,
set.
that is impressive. That
It's
is
the first
super
we've seen
impressive.
of its type, though. So if you've managed to bodge together or hack together an electronic group set of your own, please submit it.
Yeah, and chapeau, Zen, because that is very cool.
Right, we should finish this week with one sent in by the lovely @DanielLloyd1.
Recognise that.
He says, today's GCN tweet, #GCN hack, socks bodged into arm warmers. I mean, they're cool. That's definitely a hack.
They'd probably be able to fit size as well, I reckon.
Yeah, it might be a bit big for me, but still.
They do work. Look at the way you've got the sort of the
Bend.
the heel
Yeah.
bit in the elbow.
That is a
Perfectly
good hack. Mate.
ergonomic.
Well done. Well done, Dan. With Christmas and New Year now out of the way, we can concentrate on the 2016 road season. Woohoo!
Yes. So, normally, of course, unless you're Marcel Gattel, you're not allowed to be seen in your new kit until January the 1st. But on January the 1st, many teams were very quick to show us pictures of their brand new big name signage. So first up, here is a picture of Michal Kwiatkowski in his brand new Team Sky kit.
Ooh,
He looks like a nice chap, doesn't he?
I tell you what, I
Friendly.
do like the little World Championships bands on there though. Nice little touch. Love that.
Yeah, next up we have Dan Martin. This one could take a little while to get used to. He's now here in his Ethics Quickstep colours, but previously he's only been with one other team as a pro.
Maybe he keeps Argyle for off-bike now.
Possibly, but what do you think of the blue arm and leg warmers? Not so sure.
Not sure about leg warmers.
Likewise, former teammate Ryder Hesjedal will now have to get used to seeing him in the black and white of Segafredo Trek.
He's looking good. Rocking that.
And finally, the one that I'm having most difficulty getting used to, in fact, is Richie Porte, now in the red of BMC.
I think that looks good. I think it suits him.
Just very different, it's so different.
I think it does suit him actually. Now, a rider making his return to the World Tour is Phil Gaimon, who spent a year with Optim Kelly Benefit Strategies. He's actually going back to join Cannondale. But Neil caught up with him a couple of weeks ago, and he's definitely got a little bit of work to do.
Yeah, he has. Yeah. Come on, Phil.
How does it feel coming back not only to the World Tour, but with the team you've been a part of in the past?
It's great to come back to the big leagues. I had a good time on Optum, but I think I showed in my first year with Garmin that I'm ready to be in the World Tour, and I deserved that shot. And I'm glad that JV gave me a shot at it, and I'm anxious to prove him right. The team was clear that they don't want me to peak in January and then be tired in May. They'd rather me be 85% and consistent, able to do my job. So I've been careful not to work it too hard in the off season.
Slow down. I tell you, someone else who's been piling on the pounds, Bradley Wiggins. He posted this photo to Instagram showing that he's put on 11.45 kilos, so that's about 25 pounds or just under 2 stone, since he won the Tour of California in 2014.
That is quite a lot of weight to gain, although
is a
we
lot.
should iterate that this has been a deliberate move. So supposedly this will help him when he competes at the Olympics in Rio next year for Team GB in the team pursuit.
That's what he says.
I heard, Dan, you've been trying to put a bit of weight on over the Christmas period as well. Is that true? Any particular techniques from
Enough
Michel?
of the Brad fanboy stuff. Moving on, the UCI have also quite surreptitiously announced a few new rules for 2016. So there's a new rankings. The World Tour rankings remain, but they've added a new one called,
I believe, imaginatively, the UCI World Ranking.
Wow.
amazing. It will incorporate all UCI ranked races, including the World Tour, and it will be rolling over 52 weeks. So we'll have a constant world number one. They've also announced that riders that are riding in the World Tour will be allowed to compete at the Under-23 World Championships. Previously they couldn't. And there's a new Under-23 category for women.
GCN viewer Michael Dennis has got in touch to tell us about the first ever youth hour record that was set just before Christmas on the Olympic Velodrome in London. And I'll tell you what, I'm very glad he did, because this is very cool and I hope it starts something of a trend worldwide.
Yeah, it was a cycling club Hackney who set the record with a mark of 35.474 kilometres for the age range of between 12 and 16 years of age, both boys and girls. Now, the rules itself are rather complicated, but essentially it's just to promote group riding and riding as a team for youngsters, and I think it's fantastic.
I wonder whether a group of our younger viewers might get together at their local velodrome and try to beat this mark. That would be really cool, and we would definitely show some footage on the show if you did. Right, we shall finish Cycling Shorts this week with something that I didn't expect to ever see in my life. A world champion impersonating John Travolta. In case you missed it, here it is. Take it away, Peter Sagan.
Amazing, isn't it? I mean, I didn't think he could top his wedding, but he did.
You've got some of those leather trousers upstairs.
I have actually. I'm just going to roll my sleeves up. I've got some hair gel, so I guess...
No, I've had
I'm not sure we need
thoughts.
to see the leather trousers, do we?
Oh,
Yeah, better not say how I've seen them.
looking forward to that. I love Grease. It's one of my favourite films. I got chills.
Oh God, he's done it.
Comment of the week now. Dan, you got a cracker to start us off with.
It's quite a long story sent in by That Wolf, and it came
Get yourself
in
comfy.
underneath the top 5 ways to stay motivated. Now, I shall shorten it slightly, but in essence, a few years ago, he got a mountain bike for 10 quid. Really loved it. Got a slightly nicer bike for his birthday in 2013 or 2014. He can't remember. Then, by chance, that year, he got the wrong bus and ended up getting off outside a bike shop which had a shiny road bike in the window at half price. Now, he couldn't afford it, but he saved up little by little, week by week.
You saved short on this?
Yeah, eventually he managed to buy it. Anyway, he's absolutely loved riding his bike over the last few years, and this year he's hoping to join a club and do a sporty.
That's very cool.
That's a lovely story. It was almost like Lord of the Rings, wasn't it? It was that long. But there we go. Moving on to this one, which is underneath our Ways to Lose Weight video, was this from Speedy Smithy. Quite witty. I love the way Dan pours his glass of water like it's a beer. To which Joseph Demars replied, muscle memory. The classic.
Could be it.
It's very true. And then this last one as well, which we're all quite fond of for obvious reasons. Underneath our award show, Los Lopter has said, are you guys getting more handsome, or have I just got used to your faces? You always make me laugh. Great job.
Yeah, and then somebody from GCN, none of us,
Wasn't me.
but undoubtedly the latter.
Well, yeah.
We need to get.
I guess that's
we need
true.
to look into who that
Yeah,
was.
it might be true. There's
I'm
no
happy
need to
with
state it.
It's time for Dom's tweet of the week now, and he has picked out an absolute belter from Chris Froome. So this is a picture of Salvatore Puccio riding up the Col de la Madone, and Froome has said, the Col de la Madone is a little bit busy today, followed by several emoticons of sheep and a bike. But that is an amazing shot, isn't it?
Not as many sheep emoticons as actual sheep on the road, though.
No.
That is a big peloton.
I bet Puccio's thinking, oh, my average power, how am I going to do a threshold effort up here?
There's a lot of sheep, and I was just trying to count them. Couldn't do it. Couldn't count them.
Partly because I scrolled past it.
That didn't help. On the channel this week, on Wednesday, it's How to Ride the Rollers with yours truly.
All he needs to do is put his hands over the brakes, stop pedalling, apply the brakes whilst just slightly bouncing over towards the wall.
On Thursday, it's Where Are They Now? We look at what some of the pros of yesteryear are doing now.
Yeah, Friday we've got a very special feature for you. Matt flew out to be with Team Sky, so it's a feature on that team and specifically about their aero testing. And on Saturday, we've got Michal Kwiatkowski's brand new Pinarello Dogma F8 Team Sky bike.
That is very cool, isn't it? A great double header there. On Sunday, we've got Off the Back, and then on Monday, we've got how to select a pump to take with you whilst riding, which may or may not have the odd innuendo in.
So if you personally have got a big one, you might find it's quite hard to conceal and doesn't look particularly... Come on!
And then Tuesday, we're right back here for the GCN show.
More the same,
Yeah,
but different.
The 2nd of 2016.
It is time now
For
Extreme
Extreme
Corner.
Corner.
I wasn't expecting that for.
I know, you
went
see
with
that,
it.
yeah, thank you.
Right, this has been sent in by Radim Just, who's got an incredible strike rate on Twitter because he's only made one tweet and we're about to feature it here on Extreme Corner. He said, hashtag GCN hat, inspired by your video, we did this at our Christmas party. Now, in essence, they have recreated the Rochelle Gilmore roller strip using an inner tube on a fat bike. Check it out.
Ooh,
That is
not
quite
bad.
impressive.
That was
on a fat
quite good.
bike on rollers. I wonder if you can do that. Actually, I know you can't because I've seen the video.
Probably not, to be honest with
coming
you.
out
Might be
soon.
easier on a fat bike.
Probably, yeah.
Right, we've got to finish the show now, but first, we should give you a birthday present.
Really?
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday
This is actually live.
to you.
Oh, for
Happy birthday, dear Matthew.
That's really horrible.
Happy birthday.
It's got a handle, so if you accidentally let go of it, it stays on your wrist.
We're not saying that you're old, we're just saying that you come off a lot and might need it for your hip.
Oh, that's rough. I don't know what to say, really.
Well, you don't need to say anything. We can throw 2 more videos now. So up here, if you need to motivate yourself, we have got 5 great ways for you.
Yeah, or if you want to lose weight as a New Year's resolution, then if you click just down there, then we've got our top 5 ways to do that.
Yeah, and you might want to subscribe to GCN. All you've got to do is click on the log.
Or my walking stick.
It's a great birthday, isn't it, mate?
Yeah, look what you've got.
All the bants. All the bants.